Hi, everybody. I'm just doing the big kid playing in the sandbox with big toys today. Something that I've noticed, and it's starting to kind of permeate everything, is people getting stuck in their little echo chambers. And it could be politics. I mean, there's people that Joe Biden was going to win come hell or high water because they listened to their feeds and their sources and their polling, and it didn't matter what reality was. They knew it was going to. And then when Joe backed out, no, it's not because of that. It's not because he sucked. It's not because they got some crazy ass reason why Joe Biden's the man, and now Kamala, who they never liked. Now Kamala's where it's at. And her VP pick is the top guy. The whole world's going to love him. He's going to be more loved than the Antichrist. It's going to be a beautiful thing. But trying to finagle around with holding the phone and maneuver at the same time and steer with my feet. It's a little tricky. Anyway, but it's in everything. It's in race relations. It's in it's in farm channels, ag channels, homestead channels. People get my echo chamber says beans are good, and somebody else says that beets are better, and there's then there's division on that, and got a lot of relationship problems going on right now, men and women, and married, not married, because everybody's listening to their little echo chamber. They're watching whatever the hell they want to watch, but when it's all said and done, watching a bunch of bullshit and then sitting around and stewing over it with their friends, and their friends are, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that, and it's like, well, either A, that's why you're miserable, or B, that's why you're single. But the people have to get out of their comfort zone, get out of the echo chamber, start getting, some positive news from other places. I don't watch CNN. I kind of laugh at them. And honestly, for a very long time, I've thought a lot of the anchor people and stuff, I thought they were all kind of weird. But having said that, Fox News isn't really better. My mother watches Fox News, and go in the house. She either can't work the remote control, she's watching Jeopardy or the dating game or something, or she's got Fox News on. But Fox News, is playing CNN clips saying, look how horrifying this is, these people are all nuts. And you get stuck someplace and CNN's on, they're saying, look at this clip from Fox News, it's horrifying, and those people are all nuts. And the sad reality is that they're both owned by the same parent company. And that's just the way it is. So if you're horrified at CNN, and somebody else is horrified at Fox, that's perfect. Because of the little echo chamber, you got a captive market, because this echo chamber needs news to stay in, keep the echoes running, and the other side does too, so we can keep them divided, and we can keep them divided, keep them spoon-fed full of bullshit, and that's what happens. But I'm seeing a lot of people getting into relationship problems because of the echo chambers. Just surrounding themselves with non-reality. Steve from Corsairs Trainers touches on it a lot. He talks about, the fear porn channels and the, you're all going to die channels and the apocalypse is coming channels. And there's people that watch this crap and they take it as fact news. And I don't know how their life's going to turn out. I don't know what happens when we don't go into the dark ages and we don't have to wrap barbed wire around baseball bats and go to battle with each other. I don't know how their life is going to turn out. I think it's going to be very unfulfilling for them. But they listen, to some of these fear porn channels, and that's it. Well, some of them actually are. Every event that happens isn't going to cause the end of the world, but some of them actually have, pretty good headlines that you're not going to find anywhere else. And I watch some of them. I watch some of the liberal channels. Robert Reich is, in my case, he's a nutcase. If he'd actually listened to himself, he'd probably have a whole new takeaway on reality. But his job, he's always been liberal. He's always been what he is. So he's got to talk about how horrible Trump is and how Trump's going to end the world and make us all slaves. But then he'll also go on a tangent about how, government has to stop allowing, big internet, big media companies to control the conversation, and they've got to, do things that basically he's going against the party rules by saying you can't have this, but this is Democrat stuff that he's going against. So, sometimes there's a lot of common ground when you get out of your echo chamber. And sometimes you realize, okay, well, my side's not the smartest bunch, but those people they're freaking retarded. This idea they're pushing is horrible. Kamala Harris, she's got more skeletons in the closet than Hillary Clinton. Her husband turns out to be an absolute first-rate dirtbag. Her VP pick is basically, a stolen valor kind of guy. Yeah, he was in the National Guard, but when it came time to jump and do the things, he retired, and then took credit for his company going over to Afghanistan and doing the things. So you really, but you don't find this stuff up just by listening to one side. You got to listen to the other side, and you got to hear what the other side is saying and why they're saying it. Anyway, this is turning into a real long ramble.